Girl, how you get food stamps? I wish I get food stamps. Bitch, you better start lying.
This right here is exactly what's wrong with social media today. Social media is just a cesspool of people out here bragging. Yes, I said bragging about how they scammed the system and stole your taxpayer dollars. And the best part, they thought that there would be no consequences. The woman that we're discussing today goes by the name of Koya on TikTok. This woman got on TikTok and openly admitted to lying her way into thousands of dollars worth of welfare benefits. We're talking about hundreds of dollars in food stamps every single month when she is a single, able-bodied woman just simply unwilling to spend her own money on the food that she's eating. But guess what? It blew up in her face. So this entire situation unfolded back on the 1st of May, when Koya decided to post this video on her TikTok.
Baby, when people be like, girl, how you get food stamps? I wish I get food stamps. Bitch, you better start lying. Bitch, that lady called me and said, ma'am, I said, yes, ma'am. She gonna say, what's your address? I said, ma'am, I don't have no address. I've been homeless for 3, 4, or 5 months. I have nothing. My family won't let me stay with them, ma'am. I'm starving. While I'm kicked back in a motherfucking 3-bedroom and everything, living lovely. Then she gonna say,
that's right, you didn't mishear her. She said that she straight up lied and said she didn't have a home when she is literally living in a 3-bedroom and she is a single woman. She is a single, able-bodied woman living in a 3-bedroom, and she is telling a welfare caseworker that she has no place to live. And she's telling us all about it on social media because she thought that, I don't know, she was untouchable, but she sure wasn't.
hey, man, what's your job title? Say, ma'am, they won't hire me anywhere. I don't have no job. I've been putting application after application. It's just like nothing work. Yeah, that lady was on the phone. She said, ma'am, I'm so sorry for all of this that you're going through. She said, we just shipped your card out. You should have about $1,000 on your card from last month and this month, and your balance and your payment every month is gonna be $300. And bitch, I was like, thank you so much, ma'am. Like, you just don't understand how hungry I've been. Let me tell y'all something.
Look at her face. Let me tell y'all something.
Let me tell y'all something. This was wrong with y'all. I know y'all mama ain't tell y'all. Bitch, you don't gotta tell everybody the motherfucking truth. Baby, when people be like, girl, how you get food stamps? I wish I get food stamps. Bitch, you better start lying.
She's here on TikTok to educate all of us and let us know you don't have to tell the truth. You could just lie. You can lie and get money from the government. So that is the video that was the powder keg to this entire disaster that's happening with her right now. She just simply decided that she was gonna come on TikTok and shoot her mouth off about how she lied, and you can lie too. And the reason for her doing this is because she says that food is too expensive to use her own money. And so you shouldn't have to either, so just lie. The other part that really upsets me about this entire thing was the fact that none of this was verified. I know every time I talk about food stamps, I always reference back to when I was on food stamps because I have personally been on food stamps twice in my life. They verified, right? They didn't just take my word for it. If I said that something was a situation, they verified that situation. If I said I was making this amount of money, they'd verify pay stubs. If I said I was living in this area, they would verify the address. They verified so many people in the household. They checked. How is this single woman with 0 kids getting $300 to $400 a month in food stamps just by simply lying with 0 verification happening? How did that even happen? That's what I want to know. So now this was a day later, and apparently people started giving her a lot of flack on the internet. Why are you talking about lying? You shouldn't be fraudulently claiming food stamps. Why are you doing this? And instead of backtracking, she's doubling down. And she is showing us why she lies.
God forbid a girl would tell these people anything to get stamps. Baby, one thing about me, I love some stamps, baby. People be in the so scared, scan they food stamp card, baby. I would knock the motherfucking words off that stamp card trying to scan it so fast. Because one thing about it, baby, food is too high. Anyways, I get $300 in stamps for myself. But I really be using some at Walmart and some at Sam's. Baby, one thing about me, I eat. I love to eat. I love food. And I damn sure hate spending money on food because food is just too expensive these days. At this point, it's easier and cheaper to go buy fast food than actually go.
She just keeps saying, food is too expensive to use my own money. That is so infuriating. That is such an entitled attitude. What, you think your money is too good to spend on food? That you think that it's okay to lie and have the government, or I'm sorry, taxpayers foot your grocery bill because you work and your money is way too valuable to spend on food, like ours isn't? Like every other person who is spending their paycheck on food that's not receiving any sort of food assistance, or the people that are receiving food assistance that are going about it the right way and are reporting their actual income and their real living situation that don't get very much food stamps. I have seen so many people comment on my videos talking about how they are disabled or they can't work and they only get $25 a month in food stamps, $40 a month in food stamps. But this chick right here, this entitled POS, is getting $300 just because she lied. Because she thinks that her money is too good to buy herself food, so taxpayers need to do it. I cannot express how happy I am that everything happened the way it happened and we're about ready to watch it all start to unfold. And she posted this video a few days after that, doubling down, showing off that she has a furnished 3-bedroom house, a brand new car, and she, quote, got money and motion. So this was literally 4 days after she posted about lying to the welfare office to get her food stamps. This was 4 days after she claimed that she didn't have a place to live. This was 4 days after she told them that she can't get a job. And look, showing off that she can twerk or whatever it is she's doing outside of her 3-bedroom furnished house. And you know, she's got a brand new car too. She had to throw that in. And apparently she says she's got money right there. She says, got money and motion. This chick is unreal. And here we are 20 days after, and she posts this video. Went to jail for food stamp fraud today.
Yeah, why the fuck the police came knock on my door? Literally moments after I made that video about the food stamp people saying I owe them $35,000. They fucking booked me in jail for fucking fraud.
Good.
I'm currently walking down the street.
Good.
Because, bitch, soon as they released me, bitch, I got the fuck. I'm waiting on my mama to pull up in my car and pick me up. I didn't make it to a damn neighborhood down the street from the motherfucking jailhouse. I don't know where the fuck I'm at. I'm just keep pushing. Like, what the fuck?
Is this the face of someone who cares? Now she's on TikTok, whining and complaining about how she got arrested, about how she's in a neighborhood she doesn't even know. She's just walking. I got arrested. I owe $35,000 in food stamps. She's all butthurt and pissed about it. So now she's just simply bitching on TikTok about the situation.
Like, I cannot believe this happened, y'all. Do not lie. I swear to God, this shit caught up to me so fast. I literally just...
So she actually had the nerve to just say, I don't lie. Like, there are people that aren't going to believe that she actually went to jail. Could she be lying? Absolutely. We know that she's a fucking liar because she told us all that she lied to the welfare office to get food stamps. So could she be lying? Absolutely. But that little clip right at the beginning of this TikTok showed her in the back of a police car. So I know that a lot of people started saying, oh, that's not real, that's not real. You wouldn't be able to have your phone in the back of a police car. So could she be lying? It is a very real possibility, but I don't think she is. I don't think she is because she's so entitled and angry. This feels real.
I just was talking about this on TikTok the other day. Now look at me. So not only do I owe them $35,000, I'm literally fighting this fucking case. Like, where I'm going to get the money from? Yeah, I was just hungry as fuck.
Apparently, you just said you had money. We just saw in that last TikTok. You said you got money and motion, girl. You got money and motion. Maybe you should take some of your money and pay the $35,000 that you owe now for fraudulently accepting food stamps. You said you got money. Maybe you should sell the brand new car. Maybe you should move out of the 3-bedroom that you have since you are a single able-bodied person. Why you got a 3-bedroom? Maybe that's how you'll get the $35,000 to repay to the state now that you're being sued. So now this one, that pause screen is great. So this is immediately following where she disclosed that she got taken to jail and now she owes $35,000 to the state for her fraudulently accepted food stamps. Apparently, people started asking her, explain, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? So this is her immediately following that, explaining a little bit more in detail.
I got on TikTok telling y'all about the food stamps. Do y'all remember that time I got on here and told y'all about the food stamps?
Yes, it was about 3 weeks ago, according to when this TikTok was posted. So about 3 weeks has gone by from that first video that we watched where she was telling everybody to lie to right now.
Why the fuck did they turn my food stamps off? And I gotta pay back $35,000. They turned my food stamp off and I gotta pay back $35,000. Now I'm fucking aggravated because how y'all didn't know I was playing on here? Y'all just running with shit. But them motherfuckers really turned my goddamn food stamps off and I have to pay them back $35,000. I don't.
She's like, how'd you know I wasn't playing? I wasn't playing. Okay, you upset people. You upset people because it is likely that your video was shown to people that don't receive food stamps. They're probably working their asses off at their job every day and barely making it. And they're watching you talking about lying and taking taxpayer dollars fraudulently so that you don't have to spend your money on food when they are. You should not post stuff like that on the internet. It will bite you in the ass. And she's learning that right now.
So where the hell I'm gonna get $35,000 from? But I have to pay them back. So y'all, watch what y'all put on the internet because everything is not for the internet. And I learned that. Now I'm sitting here stuck, hungry as fuck, no food. And I don't got.
Maybe you should go spend your own money on food. Just an idea.
Fucking $35,000, so I don't know where they think I'm about to get that from. So y'all.
She better figure it out. She better figure it out. The government don't play. So now, this was the next day. Apparently, she's got a lot of people in her comments that are calling her a liar, talking about the back of the police car. So now she's going to go into even more detail in a story time about what exactly happened. And the caption reads, "That's it. And I don't care who judged me. I did what I did. Now I gotta fix my mistakes."
People asking for a story time on how I owe them $35,000 now. Okay, so I live by myself. I'm single. I don't have any kids. So I've been applying for food stamps like 2 or 3 years ago. I lied on my food stamp case and I told them I was homeless, and I told them that I didn't have anything. I was homeless. I didn't have nowhere to go. Blase, blase. And I told them that I wasn't working, so when I first started getting my food stamps, I started getting like $400 a month just for myself. So I'm just thinking everything cool, you know, like, okay, I'm getting my food stamps, nothing happened, you know. So I decided to come on TikTok and tell people, like, if you're trying to get food stamps, you can lie to them and, you know, nothing will happen.
Nothing would happen. That's the other thing. She legitimately thought that she could go on TikTok, tell people to lie to the welfare office, and nothing would happen to them. Nothing would happen to them. I really hope people didn't take her advice, because I bet if people did take her advice and now they're watching what's happening to her in real time, they're probably shitting their pants.
So that was a very bad mistake that I made, lying to them. And I really don't give a fuck what y'all saying, because a lot of people saying, you have lashes on, why you need food stamps? I don't care. If it's free, I want it. Baby, food is way expensive. And if I go in Walmart with $100, I'm really not going to leave out with nothing. Who want to keep spending money on food? Like, it's just...
Nobody does, princess. Nobody wants to spend their money on food, but we gotta eat. That's why people are so upset about how expensive grocery prices have become. That's why people are trying to find cheaper ways to feed themselves, because we don't have a choice. And it's her entitled ass attitude that really gets under my skin, because she thought that her money was better than other people's money. And so she could just lie so she didn't have to buy herself food. Taxpayers could buy it instead. And yes, I know that she said that she thought everybody deserved to do that. That everybody, even if you make $100,000 a year, everybody deserves to get food stamps. But that's the kind of entitlement attitude that is absolutely crippling society right now. The entitlement attitude of I deserve, I deserve. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, because this entire situation has me totally heated.
Too much. So when this was, they picked me up yesterday, but day before yesterday, I got a call and they was like, hello, is this such and such? And I'm like, yes, hello, what's going on? They say, well, this is the people that's like, you know, over the food stamp office or whatever. And they was like, we have a report that you have been putting false information on your application to get food stamps, and that you're not homeless, and that you do have a job. So I'm like, okay, who did you get this information from? So they was like, well, we cannot disclose any information about who we got it from, but we have facts that you have been lying in.
Yeah, it's on video. You literally incriminated yourself on video. It doesn't matter who reported it. It really doesn't. All it would take was a state employee flipping TikTok to find her. So she needs to focus less on who reported her and more about how she's gonna start paying that money back.
You have to pay all of that back, and your balance is $35,000. And they also told me that they was filing charges on me. So I'm like, what the hell? Because at this point, I'm really thinking like they just playing, or somebody just playing on my phone, y'all. But yesterday, when I made the video and posted on TikTok, like 15 minutes later, the police came knock on my door. They was like, is you such and such? They read me my rights and they arrested me. And y'all keep asking me, how did I have my phone in the back of the police truck? That's because I didn't give them no problems. Like, I wasn't arguing with them. I simply got back in the back of the police truck, because the police car, because I know what the fuck I did. What?
At least she's owning up to it. At least she's owning up to it. And I don't know if that's right or not. If any of you are in law enforcement, if you know anybody in law enforcement, are you able to keep your cell phone if you're being detained in the back of a police car, if you're being, you know, having your rights read and you're being placed under arrest? Are you allowed to have your phone? I don't know how true that is, but at least she's owning up to it. At least she's not claiming, oh, I didn't do that. Oh, I didn't do that. She didn't fight him. She said she willingly got in the back of the police car because she knows what she did.
Was I wrong for doing that? Yes. But at the end of the day, I did what I did. And I don't give a damn. Y'all nobody to judge me. But I did what I had to do at that point, because baby, food is expensive.
You didn't have to, though. You didn't have to. I understand doing what you have to do, right? If you are destitute and you don't have a roof over your head and you don't have a job and you are starving, that's doing what you have to do. but she was freaking dancing and shaking her ass in front of her furnished 3-bedroom house when 4 days prior, talking about how she was on the phone. Oh, I don't have a place to live. Oh, nobody hired me. I don't have a job. I'm starving. So they put thousands of dollars on an EBT card for her and then continued to give her $300 to $400 a month in food stamps because she lied. Willingly, she lied and admitted to it. That's not doing what you have to do. She said, I did what I had to do because food is expensive. Nope, I'm sorry. You have a job, you can buy food like everybody else. That's not doing what you have to do. That's not why people are upset. People are not upset because you had to do what you had to do to get the food stamps. You had the money to go buy food. You were just being an entitled brat. Let's be real.
But I bought it out 5 hours later, and I have to go to court. They didn't see me at court date yet, but when they do, I'm going to just keep y'all updated because I know some of y'all don't give a fuck. Y'all just want to be in the business, but I mean, I did what I did, so now I got to face the consequences.
Yeah, now she's got to face the consequences. She said that she only spent 5 hours in jail, and then she was bonded out. So she didn't even have to spend the night, which I think that it should be mandatory for people to have to spend the night in jail. I do. If I've ever been to jail, I would probably feel differently. But in my opinion, if you have been hauled off to jail, you should at least have to spend 1 night in jail. That's just my opinion. I just feel like it would hit harder if you have to spend the night in jail and not just get bonded out within a few hours. I have to say, as angry as I am very, very happy to see Just Desserts. I am happy to see someone who has been proudly bragging about fraud getting what's coming to them. Because too often now we see people fraudulently accepting food stamps. And I know that it's infuriating for all of us taxpayers who don't have the luxury of having the food paid for by the state. It can be very, very frustrating. It's very frustrating not seeing justice being served. Justice is served today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video and videos like this, remember to hit the thumbs up before you leave. I greatly appreciate it. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you have not already. Ring that notification bell. That way you're notified whenever I post my next video. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.